Well, let's try this again. Welcome to Mojave Cunty. It is Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024. This is my third time, like I said. For some reason, YouTube is being temperamental and doesn't want to upload my videos, so I changed some settings. Let's see if that works. So I think I said last time, let's not have a very exciting weekend, but yeah, here we are. Yes, I'm sad Joe dropped out, but I am energized at the support that Kamala Harris has been getting. I am 100% on board. I said Sunday, not long after the announcement, that I had a gut feeling that she would generate the same sort of excitement that Obama did, and I was right. With all these record fundraising and just pretty much unanimous support from everybody. It's really good to feel good about politics again. It's cool. Actually got a good night's sleep for once. Um, but some things, just some thoughts on my mind. I've been thinking a lot again about how I became a liberal. Um, I did not vote for Obama during the first campaign. I voted for McCain. At the time, I was very conservative. I was a member of the Libertarian Party. I was new to Arizona from California. Um, I had been a libertarian in California. In fact, they had asked me to run for state senate at one point, and I said no. I don't like to ask for money, so I moved here in '08, and Obama's elected. Um, Not long after that, I started seeing the barrage of memes on the internet, those horrible racist things with monkeys in them. Actually, it's mostly about Michelle Obama, but just ugly, ugly racist crap coming from my party and the local GOP. I went to breakfast not long after the election, and I heard at the table next to me at the Airport Cafe in Kingman, um, I heard somebody say that N-word president. I think that was my moment of, okay, I do not want to be associated with this party, with this sentiment, this racism. There was also a tidal wave of xenophobia, anti-immigration, anti-immigrant sentiment. Yeah, I was just like, okay, no. So I registered as a Democrat, and that's where I am today. I'm very proud. Um, and then I, of course, voted for Obama during the second campaign in 2012, and yeah, really great president, and I think Kamala is gonna be even better. I loved Obama, we all did, but he was very cautious in his messaging, not wanting to be the angry black man. He was very measured in his responses, and I think why everybody's so excited about Kamala is she just doesn't care. She's like, "I'm gonna have a strong message. I'm gonna get angry about issues that affect us," and she's already, just in her first brief address, um, she came out really strong on some things that, loved Joe Biden, but he also was really cautious about, like, abortion. She's come out loud and powerful about abortion and voting rights and, I mean, all sorts of topics. Um, I wrote down a few. She came out about fighting poverty, affordable childcare, accessing homeownership. Uh, yeah, all the things that the past couple of presidents, Democratic presidents, haven't been super strong about. I mean, they've touched on it, they've tiptoed around it, but she's coming out with just both fists in the air fighting, and it's awesome to see that. And of course, just like with Obama, the racist attacks on her have already started. Plus, she gets the added benefit of being a woman and getting the misogyny as well. Um, We've got assholes like Kellyanne Conway basically using the tired old tropes of, lazy black person by coming out. She said something like, Kamala doesn't work hard enough. She doesn't speak well. And if that wasn't disgusting enough, we've got another tired old trope, another racist stereotype of the Jezebel. And they've really been leaning on that one. Like I said, very predictable, but no less disgusting. There's pro-Trump pastor who came out with the whole harlot thing, which makes me think of Handmaid's Tale. They're picking on her laughing. They're picking on her dancing, having a good time, showing joy. Um, you know, just like in that fictional series. And oh, and of course there's the Joe and the Ho thing that's everywhere. Like it and I already knew that the whole Jezebel horror thing. I kind of knew a little bit about the history of that, and how disgusting it is. But before I came on here today, I went on to the Jim Crow Museum website, and they have a really, really good write up about the Jezebel stereotype. Um, yeah, yeah, it goes back quite a ways. Started a couple hundred years ago. It was basically used to justify raping black women, and yeah, just really ugly. And between the 100 years between the end of the Civil War and the Civil Rights movement in the 60s, there wasn't a single white Southern man who was brought up on charges of raping or even attempting to rape a black woman, even though that crime was very widespread. And black women are still attacked, a lot. And oh yeah, it just, to hear these expected attacks, it's so gross. And it reminds me of when I made my change to become liberal. And there was a story about how Harris's message, a lot of pundits are saying it's not going to change anybody's mind who's on the fence. There's a USC professor, Thomas Hallahan, he said the attacks are going to have little to no effect. I strongly disagree with that man. I think there are a lot of conservative women out there who, we know there's a lot of pro-choice conservative women out there, but I think a lot of them are going to hear these attacks on Harris, hear and see. Also, Obama, that was years ago. There's way more people on social media now. Most people get their news on social media and the internet now. They're going to see these attacks all over the place. And I just have a feeling a lot of people are going to see that for what that is and not want to be associated with it. Yeah, I think she's going to win. I really do. And I think she's going to win in a big way. Hillary did get the popular vote, but, obviously we know what happened. But she also didn't have the momentum of Roe and SCOTUS decisions behind her. Kamala's also got everybody's memory of a Trump administration still there, and they don't want that again. Yeah, I'm really excited for the future. I'm also scared, and I saw Kwesi Smith speak Saturday. He's running against Paul Gosar, and I think once we're past the primary, and he's the official opponent of Gosar, I have a feeling the media and social media and the mainstream media, I think they're going to pick up on him and his message. I'm very optimistic. I mean, he could win. And but anyway, he spoke Saturday here, and he spoke down in Bullhead. As usual, he gave a great presentation, but he said something that I'm sure affected everybody in the room like it did me, where he said he's not as worried about November 5th as he's worried about November 6th and what might happen that day. But at least we do have the Biden administration in place. I'm sure they're prepared. I'm sure they are cognizant of what could be happening that day. Yeah, it's scary times, but at least we have somebody now we can all rally behind. She's not afraid. She's already come out calling Trump a predator and a sexual predator, and she's coming for him, and she's letting him know that. Yeah. So it's like I said, it's a scary time, but it's a really a good time to be a liberal, and a progressive. And yeah, I think she's gonna really shock people. So yeah, go Kamala. Uh, anyway, I will check in later and try to take it easy. Stay cool out there. Talk to you later.